The news stories that I want to share, there's always more than what you see in the title. Can't fit everything in the title. So let's go. Let's get into some of these topics, okay? Let's see. Give me a quick little second. Okay, first I want to give congratulations to supermodel Ubah. She goes by Ubah, okay? She's Somalian and she recently got engaged, okay? She recently got engaged and I love to see it. I actually saw her on she was on a show and she was talking about the type of men that she likes to date. She likes men who got it going on, you know, with their life and all that other stuff. And, you know, I'm always going to support Black women who don't stay stuck in a box, who date who they want to date, because I don't feel like a lot of Black women always get the support. And it's important for them to know that there are Black women out here who do support you and don't have an issue with who you choose to marry if it's not a Black man. So okay, so her man, I don't know too much about him other than he is an investment banker. He's into banking, finance, and everything like that. So, and I tell you,
Hi. Hi. I love your
Black women, more Black women. I mean, it's not like there's always been interracial dating, but you see the numbers rising of Black women who are not just, they're dating who they want to date. They're opening their options. Some already have done this and some are new doing that. And this is another Black woman. I thought she was fabulous. I believe he's a jeweler or something like that. And they are together.
outfit.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness, tell me all about it. It's a gorgeous dress.
So, the dress is great. The necklace
the necklace is insane.
was made by this man right here, Mr. Yair Stern.
Oh, wait, I have to zoom in on it.
How many carats is
It's
it?
like sparkling
It's
so much.
39 carat.
39 carat. It's what kind of emerald?
It's a Colombian emerald. No oil.
He's the only person I trust with
And-
my jewels. And as you can tell, with this is an Oscar de la Renta dress, and it's the only dress that competes with that I could wear with this.
That's just unbelievable.
It's unbelievable. And Yair also did my yellow diamond and my yellow diamond bracelet. He's actually an artist. I just said to him I want a tennis bracelet, and he made this. And it's got
Yellows and white diamonds.
That's a
gorgeous.
beauty.
So I've got just I love
Oh my God,
emerald
it's
cut.
sparkling on its
I love
stomach
diamonds.
and
But so this dress, this is Oscar de la Renta, but they made it. It's a longer dress, and they made it into a mini for me. It is supposed to go a little bit further down. It's like not. It's like a midi.
Yeah.
And then the shoes are Amina Muad'Dib's. I love them because they're
sparkly
actually
everywhere.
comfortable. Because look at the heel. They're actually how to accessorize. We provide food and services to our neighbors in need here in Greenwich, and people don't realize that even in Greenwich there are.
Okay, so I just wanted to show her she's looking fabulous. She has her beautiful jewelry, her Oscar de la Renta dress, and she is not staying in the box, okay? So I love to see Black women dating who they want to date. And Ubah is now off the market. She's engaged, and congratulations to Ubah. And check out her Instagram if you were not familiar with her, this supermodel. Okay, so let's get into well, some people don't want me to say a ghetto graduation. Just look at this real quick. Someone actually didn't like that I felt like this was ghetto, but I'm not the only one who has said this.
Y'all, that graduation was ghetto. And a lot of the ones I've seen, it's a graduation ceremony. And for a ceremony, there's supposed to be some level of decorum. And it's not about respectability politics. It's not about trying to be white. It's not about, we used to couldn't read or write. Like, it's not about trying to be white. It's not about you. That graduation.
Okay. Can y'all hear me? Sorry about that. I accidentally turned off my sound. Okay. Can y'all hear me now? Let me know in the chat. So I was saying, if y'all didn't hear me, is that I'm disgusted at seeing black women and men trying to defend this on TikTok because there were black people who were embarrassed by this. And of course, people are saying black fatigue. They live up to their stereotypes. Oh, they're just kids having fun. One lady said that to me. They're just kids having fun. I don't give a damn. They're old enough to know and to be taught better than that. This is a graduation. This is a ceremony. You are around your peers and grown adults. Graduations are formal, somewhat formal events, not a twerking section. So miss me with saying this is black culture. This is not my culture. I wasn't raised to behave like that. So why are some of you so pressed? Why do you want to defend trash so bad and call it being black? So you're saying that we're trashy and that it's our culture to be opposite of decency. That I can't follow rules because this is a white man system and rules, and acting classy and not twerking, you're oppressing me. You're oppressing my freedom to be black and to have my culture. I don't have to follow societal standards. I don't have to have decorum. I don't have to have class. I don't have to have these things. That's white. Meanwhile, Asians, Arabs, Indians, Africans, Hispanics, everyone seems to can understand this. But you need to be different. I need to prove I have my own culture, even if that means looking like a damn fool in front of everybody. Hold on. Okay. I mean, seriously. And the fact that there were black people on TikTok literally getting upset because some black people were saying, what the hell is this? Is this a party event? Is this a fight? Is this some sort of exorcism? Is this some ghetto thing? Like, what's going on here? I would be embarrassed as a parent if I see my daughter acting like this at her graduation. This is disgusting. This part, the twerking. And as long as black people continue to go along with this crap and say that it's okay, that's a problem. Are they barefoot? Let me see. Yeah, they're barefoot. I just noticed that. Where the hell are their shoes? And what kind of dance? These are some of the wackest dances I've seen, to be honest with you, even if it's not graduation. So, my God. And I tell you, it's getting worse. After this, more and more videos are coming out in different places with them doing this. It's culture. You know damn well for years we didn't act like this at no graduation. Never have I seen this at a graduation until recently. That is not our culture. But you're trying to make it, now let's make it cool. Let's make it cool. Let's show how different we are, you know? Let's show that we don't have to follow rules and be classy. That's oppressive to me. Oh, they're just kids. Let them celebrate being happy, graduating, and going to a ceremony. You know what? Yeah, they're in high school. Can you imagine if they were at college doing this at a formal ceremony? Embarrassing. But according to some black people, we're the whitewashed black people who want to act with class. I'll be whitewashed then, because this is absolutely trifling. Okay? Stereotypes not getting better. Okay, let's go to the next video.
If a man offers to take you on a vacation or a trip and you do not plan on sleeping with this man, do not hop on that plane. Do not waste that man's time and money. And then y'all got the nerve to be like, just because I hop on a flight don't mean I'm entitled to sleep with him. That's true, but pay for your own fucking flight, you fucking bum. Why do you need him to pay for shit if that's how you want to move? Like, feel me? Like, that shit don't make sense. I don't ever have a man pay for my flight unless I'm landing on that dick. Are you crazy? If a man offers to take you on a vacation or a trip and you do not plan on sleeping with this man, do not hop on that plane.
I get what she's saying. I feel 50-50 on it. I mean, common sense would be most men are not paying for you to go on vacation without wanting to hit it. You know damn well. Now, unless you make it clear, okay, you're paying for the tickets, okay, but I want separate rooms. So you have to establish things ahead of time. If you don't let it, if you don't let it be known that you want a separate room, and then you say, okay, I'll go on vacation with you. He books the hotel room. No man is booking a hotel room to share with you without getting some of that. And I mean, she's saying don't even accept the tickets if you're not going to sleep with him. I mean, there are some women who go out with men and they don't give them no coochie. The man might be a little upset, but if she is, I mean, there's ways that can happen where you don't end up sleeping with the man. But common sense is women should already know most men are not doing things for free, but that doesn't mean you're obligated to have to sleep with him. But a good portion of the time, yeah, if I'm going on vacation with the man, I already know what's probably going to go down while we're on vacation. Let's stop the games here. Okay, we're on the beach, we're going out to dinner. That hotel room, you know good and damn well, was probably going to go down or was expected to go down when you said yes to going on that vacation with that man, on that trip with that man. I mean, if you're dating a man for a while, you know he eventually is going to want some. Now, he can be patient. You don't have to give it to him right away. But every woman knows what's going to be expected eventually. Okay? It's just like you're dating a guy for a long time and he's never come over your house. You've never cooked for him. But he's been taking you out, and then finally you're like, here's the time. So you invite him over your house and you cook him something. You don't have to sleep with him, but most men in their mind assume, okay, she's invited me over the house. We've been dating a while and she's cooking me a meal. She's smelling good, looking good. It's romantic. We're sitting on the couch looking in each other's eyes. Yeah, he's probably going to expect to get some of that when he come up over there finally. In some cases that doesn't happen, but y'all might end up having a makeout session. Okay, something different is going to occur rather than the usual just going out to eat type of thing. When you, first of all, inviting a man over your house is, in these times, is dangerous. I would not feel safe. Like, I really got to trust you to allow you to finally come up over here. But I know when a man comes in a woman's house, yeah, he expects something to go down. If y'all don't end up doing it, he more than likely at least expect y'all going to have a makeout session or something. I'm just saying. I know how the man mind works. So, yeah, if a man is asking you out on a trip to go out of state, to go somewhere, and a hotel room is involved, an overnight stay is involved, you already know what it is, more than likely. Now, you don't have to, but there ain't no way in the world I'm sleeping in the bed with a man that I don't plan on sleeping with, because you already know what's going to happen when the lights go off, or when the lights are on, what is going, you around him, you already know you in a hotel room. Girl, come on with it. Come on, stop. Okay? Unless you make that man say, look, I need a separate hotel room. But, okay, so let's go to the next topic.
Nobody in my family is a millionaire. Like, I really did that.
What does it feel like to be able to buy almost anything you want?
It's kind of boring.
Why?
I was a millionaire at 21. So it's like you grow up fast. I think I get the most, like, fun spoiling everybody around me now. It's boring. I don't think that's what everybody should be chasing.
What should people be
It's fun,
chasing?
don't get me wrong. True happiness. Because we don't have money, we chase it. Like, okay, I got to get this money. Then when you get the money, it's like, damn, now what? And I don't even have billions yet. Yeah, it just get old fast.
Do you feel like you'll ever get to a point where you have a different perspective or a different relationship with money?
Of course, I want more. Like, I want it to be like a generational thing. But I also just be like, dang, like, am I just gonna be like chasing money forever?
Maybe if you would have came into that first million later in your life, you'd have a different appreciation.
Yeah.
Because most people don't touch $1 million at 21.
Right. Like, I don't know if obviously it has its pros, but I don't know if it's the best thing for a 21-year-old to be seeing that much money that fast. Like, it kind of takes away life's experiences, like the
I don't agree with the bullshit at all. I'm sorry. When I hear people, first of all, being rich cannot possibly be boring when you can help many people. If you are rich and you want to do something and you're bored, how about you start a contest for people who don't have nothing? How about you help someone build their dream hair salon and make it beautiful? How about you give out free meals to the homeless? How about you do something for single mothers? Maybe have a truck full of diapers for newly single mothers. They don't even have to be single mothers, but just mothers. You know what I'm saying? There are so many things people with money could do that could be very rewarding through helping people. So I'm not trying to hear that bull crap. Not only that, but I don't agree with people who say, oh, it's not about money. Baby, yeah, while relationships you have with people can make you feel happy, I don't enjoy being broke, okay? Having money means that I have the best health care. I can go to the doctor when I want. I can afford any medication that I need, any procedure that I want. That also means that if I want to go on a diet, I have money to hire a nutritionist, a chef, a private chef. If I want to have a private chef over, if I don't feel like cooking and I want to do something for my fans, for my family or friends. If I want to go on a diet, healthy food can be expensive. I now have money to buy up all the healthy food to start my diet. If I want to travel, I can book any ticket I want, first class on a plane with no hesitation. I can also buy any piece of clothing that I want. Anything that I want, I can have. That's pretty happy to me. Okay. Now, money might not fix mental health issues or emotional issues or relationships with people, but it can definitely help you out to make your life easier, which can also contribute to happiness and a better mood because you're not in financial anxiety. I don't have anxiety. Not only can I help myself, I can help people that I actually do like and love and people who need help in the world. So I cannot stand when I hear people who are rich talking about, oh, I had so much money. And there's like a boatload of things you can do. I mean, hell, my Cash App is right here. You can send me some money on my Cash App. So, it's things like that. You can go on GoFundMe and give 200 people on GoFundMe $5,000 for what they wanted. It's all types of stuff you can do that's absolutely amazing when you have money. Seriously. So I'm not one of them people. Money is the root of all evil. Money don't matter. I'm not one of those people. Yes, it does, baby, and I love it. Okay? But I'm one of those people that I would keep a level head. I wouldn't think that I'm better than anybody. I wouldn't let the money destroy me. I would actually help the world as well as living out my best life. I mean, seriously. So I don't agree with her. But that's her own personal experience. If she feels bored or like, am I just going to chase money? That's her. Me, I would be living my best life, traveling everywhere I ever wanted to go, buying whatever I want without worry, having all my healthcare needs met and my loved ones that I F with. Okay. And on top of that, I would do fun things for people who don't have money. Like I said, doing all types of contests and stuff. Like you could do something. You can have a talent contest. You can have some sort of scholarship you make up. Okay. For people in the low income areas towards tuition, or like I said again, maybe a girl is one of the best hairstylists in her area and she wants a salon. You can surprise her and help her get a salon and decorate it. All that stuff. It's just a lot that you can do. So, all right. Okay. Let's see what the next topic.
You cannot be upset with your father over the crimes he committed against your mother. Oh, my father used to cheat on my mother and beat her. And so what? That's not your job. Step aside. Why are you trying to infantilize your mother? Or you think your mother did not know what she was doing when she stayed in that marriage? That's not your job. Step aside. As long as he was playing his fatherly duties to you and he was not failing at it. It is not your job to judge him based on his husband duties. That's not your business. As a child coming from this home, do you think you have the right to actually hate your father? Actually knowing that he didn't fail at his fatherly duties with you? Let me know in the comments. You cannot be upset with your father over the crimes he committed against your mother. Oh, my father used to cheat on my mother and beat her. And
my goodness gracious. This woman has lost her mind to me. If my father was beating the hell out of my mama, I don't have to respect him as a man. I don't have to like him knowing that you were beating the crap out of my mother. I don't have to like the fact that you mistreated my mother. Now, I do understand that whatever happened between them is between them, and he still is my father if he wants to hang out with me and stuff, but he should still be held accountable if he mistreated my mother. A lot of men look at their daughters a little bit different, and that's why you have so many women who will say, well, my dad was this and my dad was that, but he treated your mother like crap. In some cases you know about it, and in other cases, you don't know about it because it wasn't spoken about. So they have this image in their head of their father when really you're just you're the exception because you're his daughter. A lot of men great women have daughters, and their daughters have a completely different relationship with that man because you're his daughter. Now, if I know for a fact you were putting hands on my mother, I'm not going to respect you. I don't have to like it. Now, that doesn't mean that he might be mistreating me. Might not be mistreating me, but I don't have to like that. I don't have to I might respect you as my father, but I don't respect you as a man. I don't want a man like you. They tell women that you should pick a man like your father. Should we really all the time if your father was cheating? had a nasty mouth, kept cheating on your mother, put hands on your mother, might have raped someone? No, I don't. So, Power of Chi says she sounds like a pick-me. I mean, she's completely shaming. She says children should not resent their fathers for the wrongs they committed against their mother. That's just not realistic. Your mother raises you. She nurtures you. If your mother gave you nothing but love and was kind to you, and your father treated her like dirt, and he treated your mother like dirt, let's not play kumbaya and pretend like he's father of the year and he's a good man. My father, in some cases you could say, okay, my father, he was good to me. But okay, but can you also say he also treated women like shit? Are you allowed to say that in the same sentence? Okay? She says it's not your job to judge him based on his husband's duties. It kind of sucks if you are in a house and you're daddy's girl and you're the princess, but at nighttime you hear your mother screaming in the other room. But hey, daddy treats me like a princess. And you end up with this weird sort of household and relationship where you're daddy's girl. But yet he beats the crap out of your mother. And you're supposed to bring home a man to your father or get a man that reminds you of your father. Are you serious? Are you serious? So Monday Night says your mother needs to be in a healthy state of mind and body to take care of you. And if he's abusing your mother, he's indirectly abusing you too. Oh yes, totally. I think that it can mentally mess you up being in a house where your dad is treating you better than he treats your own mama. He loving on you and treating you good, but the woman who gave birth to you, that breastfed you, that cooks both you and him dinner every night, he treats like a damn a dog. It's absolutely horrendous. So I don't fully agree with her at all. I mean, don't get me wrong. When you're with your father, you're not gonna. You know to stay out of their business because it's still grown folks' business. You're the child. But it can do something to you psychologically and emotionally because you have to stay silent and your father is a dirty dog to your mother who you love and he's supposed to be an example. So this is horrible. Okay. Jamar says he's a cheater. I don't get involved. I told my mom to leave him alone, but she doesn't want to. If he was physically abusive, it would be different. So, I mean, it's difficult when it's like, I love you, you're my father, but you're the exact type of man that I don't even want to date. And you completely just treated my own mother like crap. And now you want to sit up here and pretend to be some honorable man, father of the year. I'm expected to go in society and say, I have a good father, see? I have a good father. Meanwhile, the whole time, that he was a damn no good man. So it's difficult. Speaking of marriages, Robin Thicke just got married for the second time. Usher served as the groomsman. Her name is April Love. This was in Gary, Mexico. So, Robin Thicke. You notice that you don't hear nothing about him no more? It's like Robin Thicke disappeared off the face of the earth. Now, some people feel he was trying to be a bootleg John B. Like, look, no one can look. When it comes to John B, I love me some John B. John B is fine as hell. Robin Thicke, his music is okay. Leave a heart if you like Robin Thicke's music. I don't know what happened to him, though. It seems like after him and Paula Patton got divorced, his whole career went down because he was creeping on Paula. Paula was there with him when he wasn't who he is. When he was actually singing some sort of alternative rock music or something, he ain't even looked like, look, you don't have to do one type of music. But he was with her and she stayed with him for years, had his baby. And once he got a taste of real fame, he dogged Paula out. And she left him. You notice that her career hasn't been the same either, though. You don't hear nothing from her. and you don't hear nothing from him. I wonder what happened. I wonder what happened. But I actually wish their marriage would have lasted. I thought they were a cute couple, and the fact that they were together for so long before either one of them actually got famous, for real. So, but it didn't. He did her wrong, and now he was with April Love. He's been dating her for years, maybe 5 or 6 years. He finally decided to get married. So I don't know. I know she better hope that he don't do her the way he did Paula. So, let's go to the next topic. Okay. This is absolutely crazy. This is crazy. There seems to be a trend of these corn stars on OnlyFans having SCX with 500 men, 1,000 men, the gold 10,000 men. And one of them, actually, not her, ended up in the hospital because she let hundreds of men go up her booty hole. Her booty hole tore up and she had to go in the hospital for reconstructive surgery, aka she's bleeding, her butthole is busted into slithereens. She probably can't go to the bathroom properly. Her thing is probably stretched out, her own butthole. She'll probably wear diapers when she gets old and just effing herself up and risking herself to get you know what, because there's so many nerve endings in your anus. So they think this is funny. They think this is cool. Here's the thing. People are shaming these women. This woman right here is hospitalized after she slept with 583 men in 6 hours. I'm guessing they tore her vagina up, literally, because there's so many different size penises going up in there and pounding away on her in 6 hours, 583. You know, people judge these women, but I have to be honest with you. I don't care who they sleep with. It's her vagina. If she wants to sleep with 583 men, she can do that. That is her vagina. That's what she wants to do. Here's the thing that's weird to me is that no one is shaming the men. A lot of these men are showing up to sleep with these OnlyFans corn stars with these goals, 500 and 10,000 and stuff, with their faces covered up. These men are married men and they have girlfriends, and why isn't there shame that hundreds of men are sharing the same woman, going behind man after man and then coming home to their wife or girlfriend? No one ever shames the men who share one vagina, going behind man after man and coming back to their woman. Nobody shames the men that they might bring something back to their wife or girlfriend because they're all sharing the same coochie behind other men. Society keeps trying to go after these women. Oh, this is hard. Why isn't there any outrage that men, hundreds of men, are all sharing one woman, and nobody questions if these are married men doing stuff like this? So, my goodness gracious. I don't know if all the men use condoms. I would assume she would have had that done. 583. So, this is very interesting. Some people think it's not possible. It is possible. If a man only takes 5 minutes to get off, that's very quick. 5 minutes, next one. 5 minutes, next one. 5 minutes, next one. 5 minutes. I would be concerned if some is too damn big. Too damn big, some of them possibly. Girl, But okay, if it's all for 5 minutes, 5 minutes this one, 5 minutes next one, 5 minutes next one, 5 minutes. I wonder if she's recording this, if they're recording these things. You know, and people are in shock, but look, men will share coochie. 500 men, they want to get laid. They will line up for it. They don't care about if this girl, they don't know her. They talk about the women. They don't know her. She's putting herself in danger. The men are too. But men don't care. They're like, oh my God, free coochie? What? Oh my God. Let's line up. Come on. So to me, if people want to say the women are trifling, I feel the men are just as trifling as they are. I'm not going to shame all these women. I think the men should be shamed too. Going behind man after man on the same coochie. So, Okay, let's go to the next topic. And these women, they make it sound like it's not a big deal. Oh, I'm in the hospital. Tell them what really happened. Your vagina is tore up and bleeding and hurting. Tell them that, and peeing might be painful for you. Crazy. Look at the look in her eye, though. She don't even look like she all the way there. Being hospitalized after taking 583 in a day was not on my 2025 bingo card. So now these corn stars are in some sort of competition of who can take the most penises in the shortest amount of time. So, my God. Okay, y'all might hear something, a helicopter. This woman is a senator, and she recently came under fire because she said, well, we're all going to die anyway, because the government is trying to basically end a lot of lives by cutting off Medicaid and SNAP benefits. If they do this, millions of Americans are going to starve to death. They are going to die. If you cannot get to the hospital because you have no insurance and you have serious illnesses and you can't get your medicine that costs hundreds of dollars, and most people are broke in America right now, they are going to kill you. So she's saying, well, we're all going to die anyway. It's easy for this heifer to say that. She's rich. She's rich and she has her health care covered. She's not starving or struggling. So let's see.
When we're talking about the corrections in this reconciliation bill, again, it's corrections of overpayments and people that have not been eligible for these programs by law as it is currently written. So when you are arguing about illegals that are receiving Medicaid benefits, 1.4 million, 1.4, they are not eligible. So they will be coming off. So people are not, well, we all are going to die. So for heaven's sakes, folks.
That's a wrap. What's the point? F it, we're all going to die, in the words of Republican Senator Joni Ernst. We have come a long, long way from the party of Lincoln or the pursuit of life, liberty, and happiness. That jaw-dropping reveal of exhaustion and utter callousness from Republican Senator Joni Ernst of Iowa was from a town hall she held earlier today in Butler County, where, keep in mind, 72% of the voters there voted for Donald Trump. They were receptive to whatever she was shoveling out there in the BS category.
Coming off. So people are not, well, we all are going to die. So for heaven's sakes.
You hear that outrage when she said that? How they went off on her? She doesn't care. Like, we want to cut all these programs, everything that's helping millions of Americans, and you can all die. Hey, we're going to all die anyway. This woman is heartless and disgusting. Disgusting. I really feel like rich people in politics should be forced to have to live like a poor person for at least 2 months before they start running for office and, for other stuff. They need to literally be forced to have to live poor for 2 months. Send them to a Section 8 home, send them to the projects, give them a low-paying job, and let them see what it's really like so they can get a reality check, a number of them. So This is disgusting to me. It says that there's something called a big, beautiful bill they're trying to push. And, okay, it says that on May 22nd, they're trying to pass this bill that would introduce significant cuts to Medicaid and SNAP food stamps, okay? If signed, it says that the bill, like I just said, would kill people. It's sort of weird to me how there are people in politics who will say, we need more babies. How is it that the country is saying we need more children to be born, but then you're trying to kill the people who already are living? You're trying to kill people, but yet you want babies born in a country where people are not even allowed to see doctors. There's no good health care. People are starving, but yet you want us to keep making children. Make it make sense. It doesn't make sense. They're making people hate their own country. Okay, it says that Jasmine Crockett and Barack Obama call out Republicans over a bill that would take away millions in Medicaid and SNAP benefits. It says this, Jasmine Crockett says, the big, beautiful bill ain't beautiful. It's bullcrap. The House of Republicans voted for the largest cut to SNAP and Medicaid in U.S. history, turning their backs on their own damn constituents, the working people they were sent here to represent. They don't serve the people, they serve the rich. Barack Obama says right now Republicans in Congress are trying to push the bill that would put millions of Americans at risk of losing their health care. They want to cut federal funding for Medicaid, take away tax credits that help more people afford coverage, and raise the cost of working class families. That means some of the most vulnerable Americans, like the elderly and families, people with disabilities, won't be able to get the life-saving treatment and medication or care that they need. These are people you know, so let your voice be heard and reach out to your senators to let them know how much this will impact you. It is disgusting. How is America supposed to become a great country when you're literally going to help kill people? Millions of people. Okay? Well, I just don't understand this. People being able to see a doctor it's a human right. It's something everyone should be able to go to see a doctor and have what they need supplied. Also, people are starving. A lot of people can't even find a job right now. There are thousands of people who cannot get a job, who are qualified, being told, we're not hiring, you're overly qualified, or, oh, you have this degree, I'm going to pay you $15, while the rent is thousands of dollars. So why are you trying to destroy your own country? Are you slow? It makes no sense. No politician with sense would try to destroy their own country. You make no sense. You literally make no sense at all. I don't understand what's going on with them mentally. Why would you destroy or try to destroy the citizens of your own country, but then you want to be seen as a great country for people to come to, but no one would want to come here? Are you crazy? Then you say you don't want people here, but then you're telling people, citizens, make more babies. I don't get it. You want to kick people out. You don't want people in America, but then you want them to make more babies and give us this toxic, fake, nasty food that don't even taste like what it used to taste. Can't see doctors if you don't have this insurance. Giving people $20 for food stamps. All that can buy is some rice and some chicken. It's just crazy. Absolutely crazy. I've seen so many people on TikTok who have degrees, certain types of degrees, and they're like, look, I've applied to 300 jobs and only 2 called me back, and they gave me a low offer. And in some cases, they don't call back at all, and companies pretending to hire people they're not even hiring. What is happening to America, and why is this happening? The worst is like getting worse and worse and worse. And some people think that there are people in politics that want the purge to happen. Did you see that movie, The Purge, and what happened in The Purge? Where they gave people 24 hours to be able to take the life of anybody that you wanted. Just complete chaos in America. Chaos. So, my God. Guilty Angel says she looks deranged. Comb your hair. Bia, you're too good for a comb. Damn. So, this country is falling apart before our eyes. It's not, it's bad. It's like you know it's bad, but you're not going to see how bad it is until it's too late, type of thing. Like you're in it. It's like being in a dream. Like you're in it, you see it, you know what's happening, but you can't stop the train from coming. And it's like, oh my God, what am I going to do? There are people moving outside of the country. Crime is going up so much, and it's going to go up because so many people are losing their jobs, can't find a job, or poor. What they did with Job Corp. Then you have, if they're trying to cut people off from SNAP and Medicaid, a lot of women who have kids, all these kids, them kids going to be starving. You don't want it to look like the other countries. You see them babies looking skeletal. In America, prostitution's going to rise because it's the oldest profession in the world. Women are going to get desperate. I don't think that having kids is going to decrease just because Americans are poor, because men are never going to stop sleeping with women, even if it's by force. Hasn't happened in history. Even in the poorest countries where the baby is a skeletal, those men still make the women have sex. Now, you can say, no, I'm just telling you that men are animalistic. And in times of desperation and war and starvation, men become frustrated and they have erections all the time and they become violent and they will all grape you, even if you're saying no. So the disaster is coming. And many people who've been prepping, it's called when shit hits the fan. They've been saying this for years. There's doomsday preppers who have stocked up on rice and beans and GUNs. They say they've been saying the day is going to come. Then you have the religious people saying the last days are coming. We're living in the last days. It's going to be like nothing you've ever seen before. You're not prepared for Babylon to go down. It's going to go down. Everybody's going to have to choose a side and we're all going to be starving. I mean, I've heard these things too. And the way America is going, I don't know. I've been having a feeling though. I mean, leave a heart if you believe Trump is going to get impeached again. If you even think that's possible, because he did before. Leave a heart if you believe Donald Trump might possibly get impeached again if it continues to get worse and worse and worse. Everything, you know what? And people, so many people don't even know we're in like the sixth recession. I will hear people saying a recession is coming. Baby, the recession was in when Obama got in office. Right after Bush, the country went down and it never recovered. I don't know why people have forgotten this. We're like in the sixth recession. Like there are moments when it gets okay and then it always just goes bad again. The economy wasn't the same. A lot of businesses on certain platforms weren't the same. Right now, people don't have money. They're not even spending their money. So a lot of businesses are failing. A lot of places are closing. Joann's Fabric closed. They said Pizza Hut might go down. So many things we grew up seeing have completely disappeared. Like I still can't believe I know movies have changed, but remember Blockbuster and stuff. Lord, I can't even think of the other stores. There have been so many stores that have closed that I never thought in my life I would see happen. I can't even believe it. And it's still happening right now. It's happening right now. And it's not because, Americans are all buying online. That's not why it's happening. It's because people do not have money. That's why the stores are closing, not because everyone is on Amazon. That's not true. People don't have money. Yeah, Big Lots closing is like one of them. I'm still in shock with that. I have a Big Lots near me that's closed. I can't believe it. I can't believe Joann's Fabric closed. Like, there's nothing for people who like to sew. Where are they going to go to get their stuff? I mean, you have Michael's and Hobby Lobby, but they don't all have everything that everyone. It's just, So, I believe that if we continue to see what we're seeing in America, because it's already going down, the quality has gone down with so much stuff. People, inflation, not being able to afford stuff. The food, I have the videos, the food don't even taste like regular food, half of it. They're trying to kill us or give us fake food and stuff and have the audacity to tell us to have babies. Are you crazy? So, hold on. Hold on, let me see what AH is saying. Blaming one man and not the system. Let me see what's going on. Let me see what she said before that. I can't see. I don't know. Oh, AH says cuts mean funding. The program will still exist. People who are able-bodied are coming off entitlements. Millions of people can't get a job, though. There are people who are able-bodied, but they can't get a job. And when they do get a job, the money isn't paying anything to survive off of. They might get by paying their rent, but they have no money for food. These jobs aren't paying people good money. So even if they work, they still can't get what they need. You might, let's say you get off of welfare and you get a job, and let's say they're paying you $18 an hour, $20 an hour. Your rent, maybe you get Section 8, and they're trying to get people off Section 8. You'll make it a little bit, but if you got kids, you need food in that house. It's not enough for food, gas. If you have medical problems and they're trying to take Medicaid, people can't pay $400 and more for their medicine every month, plus rent, plus car insurance, plus food. Summertime's coming. I need that damn air on. It's just horrible. It's horrible. America is not what they claim it is for a lot of people. I just don't understand anyone who wants to destroy their own country and make their citizens live in poverty and as slaves. That's why I don't know if I want to bring children into this world. I'm not 100% sure. I really don't. I feel like I feel 50-50. I feel 50-50. I feel 50% feels like you're birthing children into slavery in a hard life. So I don't know. I don't know. It's a lot of other stuff, other reasons, but I feel 50-50 on it. Okay, let's go to the next topic.
Y'all are starting to make it look like they give out nursing degrees for free. Y'all, please start being so for real. Why did I see a girl on live at work during MedPass, and she ended up making a mid-air? And she's on live saying patients' names. Oh, you have got to be so serious. And this is why I always say, you don't necessarily have to be smart to be a nurse. You don't. And some people get so mad at me when I say, like, oh, I did this and I did that and I had straight into nursing school. That means nothing if you have no critical thinking skills. They can't teach that.
Oh my God. I didn't say that it was Trump though, AH. I didn't say it was just Trump at all. But this country is not what it's supposed to be. Yes, there are people in third world countries who are suffering. That's true. But that doesn't mean that people aren't suffering in America. I'm trying to word this differently, what I'm thinking. It's like when people compare the past, how you could buy a house at a certain price. Yeah, the money then was different. I don't know how to explain what I'm trying to say. Yes, third world countries are worse off, but that still doesn't mean that people that live in America are doing well. And, you know, in a third world country, they would say that I'm a rich person in a third world country. But in the country I live in, it's different. To you, I might be rich, but where I live, I'm poor and suffering. Two different, it's just, you get what I'm saying? You have people who are doing well. Most people in America are broke compared to well-off people. I believe in universal health care. I believe that everyone should be able to go to the doctor. I think inflation is disgraceful. I think the food they feed us in supermarkets is disgraceful. I do. I think the pay they give most people, especially teachers, is disgraceful. The pay they give firefighters is disgraceful. EMT workers, disgraceful. All the jobs that help people, service jobs, people don't get paid what they should. A person working in fast food should still be able to afford a one-bedroom apartment and have their needs and food they need met. I don't like how this world operates. I don't think that is right. Keep It Simple says there are some parts of America that definitely don't look first world. Girl, I've seen it. I've actually said that before, traveling some places. I'm like, this is the first world. I can't imagine what the third world supposedly look like. A lot of places in the South, rural areas and stuff, it doesn't look advanced at all. Like they still living in the old times or something. Ain't no, and you go in the South, there aren't even jobs in a lot of parts of the South compared to the city. You can't even compare it. Destitute. Nothing there. Maybe one or two places that everybody works to or have to travel to just to survive, and they still ain't paying them nothing. War zone looking places. All types of stuff in America. Now, in comparison to a third world country, there's more opportunity, but the facts are in. Half of Americans are suffering. Hate their jobs, hate their pay, can't get their medical needs met, or told, oh, you're too overly qualified. Or, I just saw someone who said their father had stage 4 cancer and got denied Medicaid or Medicare or something like that. That's disgusting. Auntie says, I live in rural Alabama, and it's sad. I'm one of the blessed ones. I'm telling you. So this woman, let me play the rest of this video real quick.
They really, really, truly, honestly cannot teach that in nursing school. If you do not have critical thinking and common sense locking together in your brain, baby, you can wrap that up. You can wrap that up. Nursing is not for you. If you think that it is absolutely perfectly acceptable for you to be on live during MedPass while you're at work, you don't have critical thinking and common sense locked into your brain right now. You don't. You don't. And her defense was, oh, you can't see any patient information. It don't matter if I can see it if you saying it. It don't matter. And then you made a med error on top of that. Oh my God. Y'all have got to be so for real. As much as I love labor and delivery and as much as I love social media hand in hand, y'all will never see get ready with me for this induction blog. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Y'all will never know what hospital I work at. If somebody comments it, that person will be blocked. That comment will be deleted. Y'all, that is not safe. That is not safe. Please get off. Get off social media when you're at work, because at the end of the day, hospitals are businesses and you are expendable. For real, protect your license because nobody else is going to protect it for you.
So basically, she went on live on TikTok. She went live on TikTok and she was passing out the medicine. She was passing out the medicine, and she had the audacity to say the names of the patients. And they're like, you don't ever, ever, ever do these type of things because you're violating HIPAA. So they were telling her on the live to stop saying these people's names and stuff. And she was like, it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. Guess what? They fired her ass. And I'm not mad at it. And she still came out saying that it was not a big deal. People need to relax. I'm like, do you understand that they will take your nursing license from you with the quickness? If they even think you still in medicine or you didn't, people will lie on you in the nursing field and they will fire you with the quickness without even doing an investigation. It's very ruthless, the nursing field. Oh yes, you will get in trouble. You can work for a company for years, and one mistake you make, they will fire your ass. Oh yes. So I'm like, how is it that she doesn't know this? You're supposed to be a professional. I'm sure they taught you this. And the fact that you're like, oh, it's not a big deal. Like, do you want to lose your nursing license? All that hard work and good money gone and thrown away because, oh, well, let me get on live and say these people's names and stuff like that. So they fired her. She didn't lose her license. But the fact that even after that, she still tried to act like, what's the big deal? Like, just don't be stupid. Because the next time you might not get lucky with just getting fired. They might do something worse and take your license. So yeah, if you are a nurse, don't get on a live saying these people's names and stuff. Hell, she's lucky though, because just being on a live period, if your job finds out that you were live while you were on the clock, they will fire you. So, Lil Bit says, yeah, pushing that live button is not worth it. It's not worth being forced into poverty. So that was stupid. So, all right. Let's go to the next video.
Officer with the Texas Department of Criminal Justice.
The family says they never expected the father of all but one of her kids would be accused of killing her. Jason Miles is live from the Harris County Jail this evening with this exclusive interview. Jason.
Yeah, the family says this relationship was far from perfect and that Davidson, who would have turned 40 years old next week, was simply trying to move on from the suspect when he allegedly ambushed her. Mother's Day balloons and other items now mark the spot where 39-year-old Colencia Davidson was shot and killed a week last night. The mother of 10 and TDCJ Corrections Sergeant had just gotten home from a night out with friends when investigators say the man in this surveillance video shot her 12 times before leaving the scene with a gun in his hand. They quickly identified him as 44-year-old Thomas Sonye, the estranged father of all but one of Davidson's children.
It was a shock. I never would have expected to get that type of phone call.
Cousin Sandra Davidson, who says Colencia was more like a sister, spoke with me on behalf of the family.
She loved her children. Her children were her top priority. Everything she did was for them. She was a good, positive person, laughed, got along with everybody.
Everybody except for Sonye, who she was with for some 20 years.
They had a tumultuous relationship during that time.
Officials describing it as toxic during a recent court appearance.
What would you say to him if anything happened?
Why?
Davidson says Colencia recently got a promotion at work and would even do food deliveries on the weekend, all in an attempt to permanently sever ties with Sonye.
She just wanted to be happy and take care of her children. That's all she wanted to do.
Davidson's children, the youngest of whom is just a toddler, now left without their mom and effectively their father. And Davidson's family now attempting to get custody of her minor children. I'm told they're currently staying with Sonye's family over in Port Arthur. I was unable to reach them this afternoon. Meantime, Sonye remains locked up down here on a $1 million bond. Reporting live downtown, Jason Miles, KHOU. Yeah.
She just wanted to be happy and take care of her children. That's all she wanted to do.
Davidson effectively their father.
Oh, my goodness gracious. Let me get my thoughts together. This is just disgusting. Disgusting. So she had 10 kids with him. 10 kids. And why does he even have bond? I don't understand it. The man is on camera shooting her 12 times. 12 times. He has 10 children with this woman. And he decides to shoot her down like a dog 12 times. She was trying to get away from him. She got the promotion on her job. She was doing food deliveries, trying to save up money to finally get the hell away from him. They were together for 20 years. 20 years, it says that a mother of 10, life taken after being ambushed and shot 12 times by the father of her children. They were together for 20 years in a tumultuous relationship that included physical abuse. She just wanted to be happy. She's so beautiful. Now she's off the earth and the kids don't have a mother. So she was with him for 20 years and he had laid hands on her. And maybe she didn't believe in birth control. Maybe he controlled everything. I mean, like I said, if you live in a house with a man, you are going to have sex. There is no, it don't go down like that. It just doesn't. Let's be realistic here. He can, I mean, in some cases, you don't even fight the man no more. You just lay there and let him get it because if you're not going to leave out. In some cases, you have good days and you do it. In other cases, he might even grape you or even give you the look in the eye like you know what's up, you know what it is. And you just stop fighting and you give into it. So okay, they had together 20 years, she had 10 kids. Maybe she had each child every single year for 10 years. Maybe he charmed her. I don't know. I don't know if they were even married. I don't know. But that's the father of her children. So the fact that he just gunned her down like that because she wanted to leave. We keep seeing over and over and over again how these men are not letting women walk away. Sometimes these men depend on the women. The woman is the breadwinner, or maybe they go 50-50. And the men, I mean, she's a beautiful woman. He looks terrible. Let's look at him. She's beautiful and he looks freaking terrible. He probably thought, who is going to want me? Who's going to deal with me? Okay. She can't leave. Who's going to cook? Oh, she had my children. She had my seed. Who does she think she is, thinking she going to leave me? Okay. And maybe he found out she was plotting and planning. She was saving up money. Okay. And he took her out. Instead of him being a better man, treating her better, going to counseling, changing, instead he said, no, I'm not going to do any of that. Oh, you think you going to leave me? All right. And then he went and got that gun and shot off 12 rounds on her. Disgusting. If it were up to me, he would be getting the penalty. You know what the penalty is. Y'all know what it is. I don't believe he should be on the earth. For why? He took her life. Now 10 children don't have their mom. Absolutely disgusting. Okay. Disgusting. Rest in peace to her, even though I said I don't believe victims can rest until the perpetrators are handled. This is disgusting that he did that to her. But we see this every single week, every single month happening to Black women. All the time. All the time.
Rihanna's music is blocked. Have y'all noticed that? Yeah. They're blocking her records. Like if you go and try to add a song to a short, you know, the approved playlist when you put in search, you can't tag a Rihanna song to any of it. Not on Instagram at all. Why not? Especially anything from the Auntie album. It was her best album. It was the least promoted. It came to mixed. No, it was amazing. But see, Sean Carter doesn't like to be embarrassed in public. And neither does his wife. And there were nothing but embarrassing things all through that album about him.
More and more people are seeing through the illusion. You ready to wake up? Comment book and uncover everything and know the only truth. A book packed with over 380 pages of pure conspiracies. Just drop a book in.
Like to be embarrassed in public. And neither does his wife. And there were nothing but embarrassing things all through that album about him.
You know, I never listened to the Auntie album, but what I will tell you is that she's not lying. I had noticed this way before she made that video. On Instagram, whenever I tried to get a Rihanna song, I could not get it. It wasn't available except other people's versions of her song. And I used to wonder, how is it that Rihanna is the biggest selling artist of our time and a lot of her songs are not available to use on Instagram or on, I don't even think on TikTok. Not 100% sure about TikTok, but I know for sure on Instagram. And I had saw that and had that issue before Jaguar Wright even came out with it. And I always thought it was strange. Like, how is this possible that her music is not available on this service? That makes absolutely no sense, but other people's music are. And she's the biggest star. This is very strange. But I couldn't figure out why. So she's saying that there's something that happened between her and Jay-Z and Beyonce, and that they're trying to teach her a lesson by not letting her music be available. Something behind the scene, something within the business part of the industry. And that's why she went into makeup and disappeared and not making these albums, because she is getting treated dirty. You know, I don't know. Sounds a little bit believable, being that I could not get a hold of any of her music on Instagram. Very strange. Because that's how artists get paid. The more you download their music and use their music. So, who knows for sure? Who knows for sure? So, yeah, I had mentioned that her dad passed away on my last live. So, I don't know.
I was drugged and raped by a well-known Miami club promoter on my 21st birthday, and the system failed me. The promoter that raped me goes by the name of Drama Miami, but his real name is Devann. After I reported him to the police, a few months later, a news article came out that Devann had other victims.
I saw her story on TikTok, and she said again, I don't know if you can hear her, that she was raped by this very popular promoter in Miami, and to watch out for him. And here's her story.
Several other victims, and he was an alleged serial rapist. He was let out on bail with his first charge and continued to be in the nightclub spaces where he would eventually prey on other women like me. After almost a year of fighting with the defense attorneys, the prosecutor representing me in the state decided to drop the charges against him regarding my case. I don't feel like the state attorney's office did enough to fight for me. We never went to trial. They gave up before we even went to trial. They said that they didn't think it was strong enough to win. I'm devastated because...
Can y'all hear her? I can hear her. Can y'all hear her? It is low, but I can hear her. I'm unable to do clip notes on here on a live. Let me know in the chat if y'all can hear her. Yeah, y'all just said it's low. Okay, hold on.
Devann took things that I could never get back, like my virginity, my 21st birthday, and that night. But the one thing he didn't take was my drive to make a difference and protect other women in the future. That's why I'm going to Congress to propose an act that ensures the safety of women in nightclub venues. Devann Yao, a Miami club promoter, allegedly drugged and raped me on my 21st birthday, and he knew he'd get away with it. This is
Okay, so I won't play the whole thing because the volume is low, but she's going to Congress. She's trying to get something passed so that club promoters and stuff cannot get away with raping women. There was another woman in the comments section who said that she was around him at the club, her and her friends, and that she noticed that their drinks looked cloudy, that they're at the bottom of the drink, and that she didn't drink the drink. That's what she said happened. I'm not saying it's facts, but that's what she said. Now, this is his picture, Devann Yao. His last name sounds like an Asian last name. It's definitely not American. Let me put it in the chat, his name, right now. Okay. That's his name. That's not an American last name. It seems like a Japanese last name or something to me. So, but that's him. That's the man, she said, raped her and took her virginity. Took her virginity, which is horrible. When he did this, that he put something in her drink, that's what she said, and that he took her virginity. She tried to get him in jail. And from what I heard, his mother was laughing about it. That's what I saw in the comment section. She said his mother was laughing about it and protecting him. And that other women came forth and said that he put something in their drink and that he raped them. But that they did not charge him. I don't know if this man has connections. I don't know if he's rich, but he is still on the loose. He's still on the loose. I think he's still a promoter, a party promoter or whatever in Miami, Florida. And he has allegedly raped several women. My thing is, though, is that if you woke up, you would know that your virginity has been taken. You would be hurting down there. More than likely there would be some sort of tear, possibly because of your hymen. I've just wondered, did she go to the hospital and get a grape kit so that they had proof and pictures of her injuries that she probably had, so that when you do pursue putting him in jail, they actually have your medical history to prove that that happened. I mean, I don't know. That doesn't mean he was rough when she was knocked out. But you definitely would have physical evidence of a hymen being broke when that happens. So, and that, but if she didn't, she didn't, but she did pursue charges against him. And they protected him. They protected him, and he's still out on the street. So she is going to Congress again to try to change the law, get a bill out to protect women. So, okay. This is disgusting. Men who grape are absolutely disgusting. Disgusting. That's why, ladies, you have to be careful. You can't take a drink from a man. Even the bartenders are in on it sometimes. Watch them. When they make your drink, don't take your eyes off of them making your drink. Do not leave your drink with a man, whether you're on a date or whatever. I don't know. I'm thinking, well, if I got to go to the bathroom, but a man will slip something in your drink. They do stuff like that. You have to watch them. Watch them very closely. So, disgusting. Now, let me go to the next topic.
This is the most dangerous, controversial Chinese woman ever. How did Wendi Deng, a small-town Chinese girl... This is the most...
I had never heard of this woman. I had never heard of this woman. But this woman climbed her way to the top. She was ruthless. Ruthless. She was the wife of Rupert Murdoch, one of the richest men in America. And she came from nothing. She came from the village, some village or something in China. She had nothing. And now she's worth $100 million simply from being a socialite. How did she do this? Let's see.
This is the most dangerous, controversial Chinese woman ever. How did Wendi Deng, a small-town Chinese girl who barely spoke English, became the queen of Western billionaires? Because this woman's story is crazy. In 1985, as China was embracing reform and opening up, 17-year-old Wendi Deng saw great opportunities for herself. So she began to study English very hard. She would get up at 4 o'clock just to learn English. And at 19 years old, Wendi Deng met an American couple in Guangzhou, a special customer from the machinery factory where his father worked, Jack and his wife Joyce from California. Wendi was very eager to learn English and naturally became very close with them. Later, the couple sponsored her visa to study in the US. But guess what? Wendi had an affair with Jack, who was 31 years older than her. Then Joyce kicked her out, Jack divorced Joyce, moved out, and married Wendi. 2 years later, after Wendi secured her US citizenship, she divorced Jack straight away. And then Wendi set her eyes on Yale MBA. But the tuition at Yale is too expensive. Not a problem for her, because Wendi already got a new rich boyfriend number 2 who paid it all. After graduation from Yale, Wendi dumped the boyfriend number 2 and got an internship at a Hong Kong TV program. That's where she met Rupert Murdoch. In 1999, just 17 days after Murdoch divorced his second wife, the 68-year-old billionaire married 31-year-old Wendi on a private yacht. After the marriage, Murdoch didn't want to have any kids with Wendi, as he didn't want to leave his inheritance to his children. But this woman said, "Watch me." She used Murdoch's frozen sperm pre-cameo and had 2 daughters named Grace and Chloe, each securing $150 to $200 million trust funds. In 2011, when someone attacked Murdoch at a hearing, Wendi was the first one to react and slapped the guy straight away. In 2013, Murdoch and Wendi divorced. Rumors say because she had an affair with the former UK Prime Minister Tony Blair. After the divorce, Wendi dated a Ralph Lauren model who was 27 years younger than her. Of course, they now have separated their ways, but rumors say the young boy back then was very much in love with her. Ambitious or calculating, this woman definitely knows. This is the most dangerous, controversial Chinese woman ever.
When I saw this, I said, oh my God. Oh my God. Do you see what she did to get to the top? This woman wasn't playing. I'm not saying to operate like her, but she does show what a woman who is what determination can get you. She literally came from nothing. She came from nothing in China and said, English is the dominant language of the world. I am going to learn this damn language. She decided, she scoped out that couple. Look, this is like something off a movie. They were rich and could speak English. She says, I'm going to attach myself to them. So she played her charm, okay? 19 years old, and they took her under their wing. She learns English and says, now I'm going to sleep with her husband. They taught me English. He got it going on. He got this money. Girl, I need somebody to help me. So she used her charm and seduced the same woman who helped her learn English, seduced the husband. So he decides to kick her out the house and marry and get with her. Girl, this reminds me of that woman from Rosemary's Baby. What was that woman, Mia Farrow? How her trifling adopted daughter married Andy. What's that man name? That director? I mean, I don't know why I'm getting these type of vibes. I don't know. I know she was Asian. She adopted her. And then she married her stepfather and did Mia Farrow wrong. And Mia Farrow was the one who raised her behind. That was disgusting. And she's still with him to this day and rich. Oh, yes. And now you have her. Okay. She said, I'm going to learn English. I'm going to take your man. And it worked. got married, and then she says, now that I have learned this English and you have helped me, then she divorced him. She says, I want to go to the best school in America. And you know, Asian people will study hard. They are determined people. So she does that. She gets another man who was well off, and he pays for that damn education. She got her education together, and she's like, Saranara, I don't need you no more. Thank you, baby. Okay, now you might think, well, why didn't she just stay with the men if they had it going on and they're wealthy and they wanna? But I guess there was some things she didn't like about him. Said, but I have a goal. I need this education. He's paying for it. So she did it, and then she dumped him. And then she met Rupert Murdoch, one of the wealthiest men. She worked her charm on him, whatever she did. And 17 days after he divorced his wife, he got remarried to her within 17 damn days. What did she do to Rupert Murdoch to get this man to marry her that damn fast? I don't know. But apparently this woman got some skills, and he didn't want kids. She says, oh, really? I'm going to get your frozen sperm. I'm going to freeze that damn sperm, whatever she did, and had them 2 babies. Divorced him. Now, some might think, I mean, look, he's one of the richest men. Why not just stay with him? I don't know. But she divorced. She has a $45 million apartment, or $45 million from it or something. From what I saw, her net worth is now $100 million. She went from nothing in China, not even speaking English, to saying, I'm going to get what I want by any means necessary. Now she's worth $100 million and is a socialite with some of the most popular, richest people in America. Baby, she shows you what social, whether you agree with how she did it, whether you agree or not, that woman shows you what being determined and having a plan can do for something you really want. Even if it goes against people's morality or what they think is right. At the end of the day, whether you feel is right or not, look where she is. Look what, I mean, I'm not saying that I agree with everything at all. I can't, child. I want to, any woman come up in my house and I taught you English and you're like 19, the man was 31 years older, you're 19, and then you think you're going to take my man, and you do, girl, I'm going to fight you. Hell, it's not going down like this. Absolutely not. But it did. And then once she had her use of him, on to the next. I'm going to the best college. Got me another man. So I really wonder what her personality is like, because I guess her English got really, really good, but clearly Wendi got some skills when it comes to charm to be able to get the type of men that she wanted and to have the future that she dreamed of. I mean, damn. So, Wendi. Someone in the chat said she did the sprinkle. So, I mean, it's incredible seeing that, of where she came from to where she is now, simply from, honestly, social climbing. Because there are people who will say social climbing is wrong, but that's how a lot of people get the careers that they get, from people that they know, having charisma, speaking well, all types of stuff. All types of stuff. So, yeah, let me zoom in. That look in her eye. I always say there's a look in the eye sometimes. That look is a look like, gotcha. I'm that motherfucker. I did this. I made it. I'm not playing. Even the look like, I will stab you. Don't fuck with me. I'm about it. So, that's Wendi. Okay. Melanated Girlie says, social climbing. It's not wrong for women. Women have been socially climbing for centuries. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you see it in the movies, like those Victorian movies especially. That's how they got married into royalty. Yes, yes. So I said, wow. Just Me says fit and friendly and submissive. Yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of women play into them stereotypes because it benefits. I mean, men want a woman to be like a Stepford wife type of thing. They want you to be what they saw on TV, what the image is, the idea of what they believe a woman is supposed to be. You know, that's why when you see women who play into men's ego and play the role of being obsessed and it's all about you and man, those women will have men that support them. You see it, you see it, you know, playing into those stereotypes, not talking much, or you do talk is in agreement with his opinions, or just completely not being who you are to make him feel better. That's what they want. They want the helpmate. They want the woman who serves them. They want the woman who completely denies who she is and has his complete identity and is about making him king. You know, like, it's all about him. Who cares what you think or feel? You know, cook clean, be nice, be happy. Even if you're not happy, pretend to be. And make me a happy man, and then I might make you happy. That's what a lot of men want, a number of them. And some women do it, even if they can't stand the man, really, but they play that role, that position. And I mean, look, she had a goal, and she succeeded. She succeeded in getting what she wanted and what she dreamed of. So, okay. Now we have Diddy. Sean Diddy Combs. Suge Knight is in prison, but they did an interview with him. He says that Diddy slept with too many men in the industry to get convicted. He says he slept with too many powerful men, and that these powerful men will make sure he does not go to jail. I don't know if I fully believe it. I believe he might have slept with men. I don't believe that they all going to protect him. But that's what he's saying, Suge Knight. He says that Ray J and Puff Daddy were lovers. I believe it. I have believed that Ray J gets down with men for a while. I am not shocked at all by him saying this, because Ray J is very feminine. He's a drama queen. He mistreats women. And he has that twang in his voice that I noticed a long time ago. So, and Ray J is kind of broke. What does he even do, really? I mean, he did have a song out. I could see him being Puff Daddy's lover. Now, I'm not saying it's 100% true, but it's not unbelievable. They even say that he was with Rick Ross and DJ Khaled. Rick Ross, you know why I believe that one? Because years ago, Puff Daddy was on camera and he said, "Oh, Rick Ross." And he started licking his lips like he just had a plate of grits. And it was delicious. The way he licked his lips when he said, "Oh, Rick Ross," and he licked them lips like, damn. Oh, that was so good. Damn, Rick Ross. Damn, baby. Good as a slop, a plate of grits. So good. Whatever it was that Rick Ross did for that man, if he sucked it, if he gave it up, the butt, it was amazing to P. Diddy. I can't imagine Rick Ross taking it. I can't imagine. But I've seen that look in the eye with Rick Ross and Meek Mill. And a lot of men will bend over when money is involved. You got a lot of men who pretend to be straight and hard and I'm a man. Baby, if their favorite basketball or soccer player said, "I want you for the night," do you know a lot of men would give it to him? I've seen men act like women and fangirling over men that I really believe if that man said, I want some of you, I believe they would do it. Or if they want that career, that contract, they're like, look, I'm going to give you $100 million on this deal, but I want that ass. It's sacrifice. Show me how much you want this. You look good. You're fresh meat. Is that some virgin butt? You want it? Show me how bad you want it. How you willing to get down for this? Suck it. You know how many men would think this is $100 million? It's just for 5 or 10 minutes. And my life will change. Don't nobody gotta know. A lot of men would be gay for pay. I'm just saying. Melanated Girlie says Ray J is definitely sassy and he's the new Diddy pimping out women using their destiny. Destiny swapping is a thing and Ray J rubbed elbows with them. I can't remember who it was that said they slept with Ray J. It was someone else. But I don't put it past Ray J at all. He is a sassy man. And if I'm wrong, Ray J, I'm sorry. But I definitely picked up on it before. So Suge Knight is saying that he had him. We'll never know the full truth. 7 years after Kate Spade's suicide, her best friend finally tells her story. I'm just showing this because I'm still in shock that Kate Spade killed herself. Like, I can't believe it. I can't believe she did that. You know, and just because you're wealthy doesn't mean you can't have depression. From what I saw, her and her husband were trying to patch things up, so maybe he was trying to leave her or something and she fell into depression. But it's like, damn, this is Kate Spade. I mean, you're one of the top designers, at least when it comes to pocketbooks, all over the place. You're wealthy, you can travel, and she killed herself. I really can't believe it still. There have been a couple of people who were celebrities that took their life that is still just shocking to me that they didn't. You know, I mean, again, money cannot fix mental health, but it can help mental health because, you know, I'm traveling. I'm not suffering anymore. I can help people. But this has something to do with love, and her love life with her husband wasn't working out. And there are women who take their lives over a man. The heartbreak is just too overwhelming for them. The dream they had, you know, sometimes when people have this dream of marriage and this vision and they put all these years into it, they had the children, and then their partner leaves them, they feel destitute. They feel like, what am I going to do? I can't start over. I put in too much work. My life is over. In some cases, you might think, who's going to want me? Will a man ever want me again? He was supposed to be the one. He was supposed to be the love of my life, and he's leaving me. That makes some women go mentally insane. Thank you, Careful Calypso, for the donation. You said this would make a great movie. Yeah, but it's sad, though. It's very sad. And thank you. I mean, when I heard the news that she took her life, that just shocked me. Just like that fashion designer, I think Steve McQueen. I think that was his name. Steve or Stephen McQueen, one of the top designers in the world, took his life. So, I mean, sometimes people just don't know what's the reason, but I think it was because of her and her husband having issues. Imagine what her husband's going through. Like, she now took her life. Maybe we could have made it work. Alexander McQueen. Okay, sorry. Alexander McQueen. the fashion designer Alexander McQueen. I wonder why he did that. But he did take his life shortly after his mother passed. Maybe it was just too much for him to bear. So it's horrible. Okay. Now, I have 2 more things to show you. Robin Williams shocks me to this day, and I think it's a conspiracy. I have a video on that they're hiding something when it comes to Robin Williams. They are covering up that man's passing. I don't believe at all that Robin Williams hung himself like that. I think, no, absolutely not. And no one's telling what was he depressed about if he had depression. He had his family, his children were healthy, he had money. What was going on that he felt he had to hang himself? I really want to know. He even did that movie that I love called What Dreams May Come, it was about suicide in the movie. It was a wonderful, scary, crazy movie. And then you're telling me that he takes his life? I'm sorry. Something is not sitting right to me about Robin Williams. That death at all. I don't know if y'all can hear me. My microphone went out for a quick second. Hopefully y'all can hear me. Let me know in the chat if you can hear me. Microphone went out for a quick second. I'm waiting to see. I don't know. Come on, volume. Oh, you can't hear me, Jamar? Okay. Let's go to the next topic.
The GBI releasing how a set of twins found on Bell Mountain in Towns County died. Investigators say 19-year-old Kadir Lewis and Nazir Lewis died by suicide. The findings come weeks after the twins' family questioned investigators' initial ruling that one twin killed the other. Hikers found their bodies on March 8th. The GBI report found that one of the twins bought ammunition just days before they were found. Evidence also shows that both brothers fired a gun, causing their deaths. If you or someone you know is struggling, there are resources that can help. And the GBI releasing how a set of twins found on Bell Mountain in Towns County died. The GBI releasing how
I don't know about you. I agree, Just Me. I don't believe that they took their life. I don't believe it. And I'm trying to figure out, why would they cover it up? Their bodies were found in the woods. 2 twins, young men. Family said protective over each other and loved each other, decide to get off a train or a bus and go into the woods, the mountains, and take each other's lives. I'm not buying it. I know there are crazy people out here and people do crazy stuff, but it is very suspicious. And I'm trying to think, why? Were they robbed? Was this some sort of sacrificial cult group in the mountains and wanting to kill up 2 black guys? Like, what's going on here? I just don't believe it. I don't believe it. And what's scary is I can't fully imagine what was the reason if someone took their life, other than maybe, remember that movie Surviving the Game with Ice-T? And that movie Hostel? How they take lives for sport? My mind is going towards that. Like, what if it was someone they met on the bus or train and they got off with them and then they lured them in the woods and then played this game and took their life? What if it wasn't a cult group that wanted to just take 2 black guys' lives for fun as some sort of gang cult initiation type of thing? I mean, all types of stuff happens. All type of stuff happens. And crazy things exist out here. Things you see on movies that you think is just a movie, it actually exists. These type of things. It's just very strange to me. I just don't see two twin brothers in the prime of their lives who are protective over each other and loving each other. Oh, let's go into the woods and let's just take each other's lives. This is some craziness, and I don't believe it. Unfortunately, I don't think there will be a further investigation, and whoever did this to them is probably getting away with it. So, it's crazy. Now let me show you something that also shocked the crap out of me. I had no idea that this existed.
This man walked into his garage and found a 5-foot bat hanging upside down, looking like a whole grown man. When I tell you, I would have left not only the garage, the house, the country, okay? This was in Indonesia in 2020. You would have never worried about seeing me in Indonesia ever again. Look at this. Imagine just walking into your garage and seeing this thing over 5 feet tall, just hanging upside down, taking a comfortable nap. It has the face of a fox, but it looks almost human-like because of its size. And when the wings spread, they can be bigger than 5.5 feet tall. You would have never had to worry about seeing me in that country ever again. So these are called golden crown flying foxes or flying fox bats. And even though they give off Dracula energy, they're actually known to only be gentle fruit eaters. They say when they fly, they emit like a huge shadow in the sky, and even though they're not necessarily dangerous, a lot of cultures consider them spiritual messengers, and if one lands nearby your house, it might mean there's a shift that's going on, and it's not necessarily a positive one. But a lot of people have considered them like a man-bat hybrid based on their size and the way that their face looks so human-like. They even got blamed a couple of years ago for the 2020 pandemic, but there's been no actual correlation to that, and they are an endangered species, and they actually troop in groups, so they actually are known to all be hanging upside down together, which is an absolutely terrifying sight to see. I can only imagine and never want to see personally. But yeah, I didn't know that this existed until recently, and I never want to go anywhere that they are. I just wish them well. Let me know if you've ever heard about them. Drop your thoughts in the comments if you haven't. Save this video, go look into it, come back. Seeing this thing over 5 feet tall, just hanging upside down.
Baby, if I walk in my garage and I see something like this hanging 5 foot tall, I am going to have a heart attack. I instantly thought of Jeepers Creepers. Yes, Tiffany. Oh my God. I had no idea that a bat could get this big. There was one woman who said, shit, I'm 5'3". Hell no. This thing is 5 foot tall. Look at his head. They're claiming they don't bother humans, that they eat fruit. Baby, no. Absolutely not. Now, that doesn't mean if I see him, I'm going to try to kill him, but he got to get the hell up out of there. Open the garage, get the broom, and shoot. Look, hell no. Baby, 5 foot tall bats are flying in the air like Jeepers Creepers in Indonesia. Imagine your little kitty cat is outside and out comes this 5 foot tall bat and just grabs your baby up and takes it away. Even a newborn baby. But they're claiming it just eats fruit. Oh my God. You know what I'm thinking? If something like this exists, and it does, a bat this damn big hanging in your garage, can you imagine what else is out there that you haven't seen? Can you imagine what's really in the swamps of Louisiana and Florida? Can you imagine what lurks outside at night that you can't see? Other people say, you know what? After seeing something like this, maybe the vampires do exist. Maybe Dracula is real. Baby, that face looks like almost a human. Imagine that. The eyes glowing at nighttime, red or yellow eyes looking at you with some 5 foot tall wingspan. Man, I'm not playing. Like, no, I'm not going to Indonesia. I'm not going. I don't want to go. I also found out about the Australian spiders. Hell no. Absolutely not. Key Love says they engineered all types of species for fun. Ooh. Lemieux says the Congo giant spider. I never even heard of the Congo giant spider. I'm scared. I'm scared. I didn't know something like this existed. I'm scared. No. Help me. I don't want to go. Don't. And there's a lot of them flying around this big. I'm scared. No. Tracy says, I'm 5'3". I'd be scared out of my mind. Girl, imagine that looking at you and y'all almost the same height. Oh my God. I was like, oh my God, it's over. I'm about to die. It's going to suck my blood or do something to me. But seriously, this is frightening, seeing that in person. Yeah, it's frightening. So, I forgot what it's called, what she said is called, but it does exist, these big old bats. Indonesia. So, that is it, everybody. I thank you so much for joining me today. I love talking to you about these topics, and I thank you so much. You all take care. Also, someone has sent me a donation. Thank you so much for that. And I will talk to you again later. Bye, everybody. Take care.